This one's going to be like our most casual ever, and I can't even see my notes.
I hope this is casual. But like if it wasn't casual, it wasn't like us doing that, then what would it be?
Right. It's just some girlfriends talking. Welcome to the Social Dialogue Podcast. We're a mother-daughter team, both working in the world of social media management.
Join us as we share our different perspectives on life today, including trends, fashion, friendships, and career, and how social media impacts it all. Together, we bring two perspectives to one conversation.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Jenna.
And we're excited to bring you this new episode of the Social Dialogue Podcast. All right, what are you doing?
Taking a picture.
Wait, this is fun. I'm so excited. I am such a yapper, but I've also I don't know. This stuff I've never done. I'm such a yapper though. But I feel like this is just gonna be like a normal night of us at Roy's for trivia.
Yeah, like us last night.
Wait, what?
Shane, we had a night.
I heard.
Wait, literally, we went to Buffalo Louie's because Jenna really wanted the salad.
Oh, I like their
He
salad.
was right. Well, Carly vetoed.
Yeah, well, I
She what?
unvetoed Thai after.
She vetoed what?
Tie.
Oh, okay.
Usually don't. Usually I'm so pro Thai.
Yeah, but she was.
Look, I have my mug too. Go
Yeah, that's really cute.
So she vetoed tie. So then I was like, okay, let's do Buffalo Louie's.
And then, but because I had class at the law school, so then my law school class, it's right next to Kirkwood. So then we went to Kilroy's, and then we finally won.
I heard. You won the big alcohol tube thingy. What was
that?
that?
We didn't need.
We didn't need it, and I wanted merch. I went up to the guy and I was like, "Can I have merch instead?" He goes, "No, take your tab."
Oh, that stinks.
What if we were sober? What if we weren't drinking? Which we weren't.
Right.
Oh, but it started off with we got there. We were literally 4 of us there. 5.
What was the theme of the trivia lesson?
There were 4 themes.
I didn't like it. I didn't like that vibe.
It. There were 4 themes. The main theme was college basketball, and that's where you won the merch and the big stuff. But
obviously we didn't win that.
Yeah,
one.
we didn't win that because I don't know. And they didn't announce it online. They usually announce the themes online, but they didn't. Okay. So there was so first it was guess the celebrity, but it was guess the teeth of.
It was literally the teeth, and I thought one was I put A-Rod and it was Tom Cruise.
We did get I got the Ariana Grande one right, but I got the Alex Earl one wrong because I thought it was Emma Chamberlain.
That did not look like Alex Earl. There was no way. That was a fake photo.
Yeah, it was so AI.
No, but we started off going there with this guy is an ambassador who I know of some peanut butter tequila. So he bought us 4 shots worth of this, and obviously Jenna only had 1, so I was having the other 3.
Yeah.
And so then we just started the night.
Peanut butter and jelly shooters.
They were really good.
That's awesome.
So
Wait,
then
can we backtrack for a second to Alex Earl? When is her show coming out? Is it next fall it's coming out?
Oh,
I don't know why they announced it so early because it makes it seem like they haven't recorded it.
Right.
No, I feel like they have recorded.
Oh, but definitely she said they haven't.
Is there a Netflix show and a podcast?
Wait, it's not a podcast, it's a YouTube channel, which is Get Ready With Me, which I don't know why she's doing both. I think she's taking on too much and then
and is Jake
takes on too much and then
is
they're
he
not.
Is he going to be a regular or is he just a guest?
I think he's a
Jake.
I think he's a guest.
On the show, I think it's kind of, I don't know what it's going to be called.
Because the Netflix show is about her family.
And her friends.
Okay.
The YouTube thing, I think he was just the first guest.
Yeah. I don't know how chronically online you guys are, but I'm a lot with TikTok. And Jake Shane's college friends, Brett, Julia, Peyton, all of them. I'm now wondering if that was a forced friendship in a way, because then the show is going to be with all of them and Ashton and Sally and I feel like this, I think they get along really well in real life, but I think this was kind of a forced friendship for the show.
Good call. Okay. All right. This is a good place to stop and introduce you.
Okay.
Right? So
this is so exciting.
We didn't even do hi Nana. Hi Nana.
Hi Mommy.
And hi Carly.
Hi. I'm
okay, so today is going to be a really fun Gen Z conversation. We know that our listeners love to hear Gen Z and all the things you guys are doing. I mean, this is an exciting time. So much excitement. I mean, you guys had bid day, national championship. Carly went to the national championship. And now, I mean, we're pretty much there in the final stretch. We're headed toward graduation. It's weird. I'm just going to tell you, it's weird. It's exciting. But Jenna, why don't you introduce Carly first, and then we'll kind of get into our conversation.
So on the official thing, official Carly intro, Carly is a senior at Indiana University, majoring in finance. I really hope you're not majoring in anything else because
and lead, but finance.
And lead, okay, whatever. She's majoring in finance, and she's really smart, and she is from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. And yeah, this is Carly. She's one of my best friends. We've been friends since freshman year. We're sorority sisters, and she's just my person, and I love her so much.
All right, so we have a few things to talk about. First, I want to start out. This is going to air in a couple weeks. So we are recording this on the Friday, the morning after Fernando Mendoza was on Jimmy Fallon. Did you guys watch it? I saw they played it at Kilroy's.
He was on the Today Show and
and he was on the Today Show this morning. Yeah.
Wow,
and then they're doing something tomorrow in Bloomington for him, right?
Yeah, we're not going.
It's like 30 minutes. There's like the parade.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so it's been National Championship Week. It's been very exciting. Carly, tell us what it was like to be there.
It was so fun. I don't think I've ever been more nervous during a game. Like, it was so close, and I was also in Atlanta for the Peach Bowl. So I got to see a little bit of both, and the Peach Bowl was a blowout. And like, the craziest thing I will say is like, once you got to the second half of the Peach Bowl, it was a little boring because we were just blowing them out of the park. Where the national championship, it was not like that in the slightest. Just like every single person in the state, not of Florida, but in South Florida, like I think was a Hoosier fan, even though the game was in Miami. It was crazy. Like we were walking through Publix, which is the grocery store down there, and everyone was like, go Hoosiers, and all of that. So that was really crazy, and the game was so fun.
And Jenna, on the flip side, you were in Bloomington. So tell everyone a little bit about that experience and watching the game from like the bar in Bloomington.
Yeah, it was insanity. Every single bar was at capacity by like 1 p.m. I got in just because Mom is amazing and bought my line skip for me, so I didn't have to wait in the regular line. But I only waited outside for like a half an hour. But I feel like when you think of like the iconic bar in Bloomington, you think of Kilroy's. Like, I know everyone thinks upstairs is the place to watch sports, and don't get me wrong, I had so much fun there, but I think both of us can agree we have more fun at Kilroy's.
It's our favorite place.
Watching like sports and everything than upstairs. Also, I think it's because it's inside, the chairs and the tables are nicer, the food, I don't know. I just think it's a more iconic place. So, like, obviously I had to watch it from there. And then after the game, we, like, flooded the streets, and it was insanity. Unlike anything I've literally ever seen before, and it's definitely, like, a core memory of senior year.
That's awesome. And so, fun fact, when Jenna was little and we went to My Gym, like Mommy and Me classes, there was a man who owns our My Gym. He still owns it. His name's Mr. Bill. And Jenna had birthday parties there and everything. Anyway, he's a huge, huge Hoosier fan. And so I messaged him this morning, Jenna, and I said, you will be so proud that your former little toddler was front row and center on Kilroy's Instagram. And he was so proud. He was so happy to hear it.
It's all over.
It was fun. It was really fun. I mean, you made it onto Barstool, which I never actually expected you. Yeah, she was on Barstool on their story. Yeah, it was crazy.
I don't know how you got that good of a spot. That was
Rachel.
Good. That was really good.
It was all Rachel.
It was all Rachel, also a guest of the show. All right, so let's go back for a minute, Carly, because I have gotten to know you in college. What were you like as a little girl?
I don't know what my parents would say, actually. I know
Or your siblings. What were your siblings?
I was a really difficult baby. They always said that because, still as I am now, I was very headstrong. And this really iconic story that my grandparents always tell me was like, my parents were out of town and they were babysitting me and they needed me to put on my jacket. Like, it was cold out, they wanted me to put on my jacket. And I like would refuse to put on my jacket. And I think they had to like call my parents and get them to help me put on my jacket and just things like that. But
you lived in Michigan. It was cold.
I know, it's really cold. But I just was always a very independent person. Like, I love my parents and I rely on them for a lot of things, but I can also do a lot on my own, which is something that I like really enjoy. Being able, like, I was always young and I was the one coordinating the plans with my friends, not our moms, or I was the one booking my appointments. And I think it always just like made me feel older in a way. And like having 3 siblings, like it was so fun because I got to look up to my older siblings and hang with my little one. They're all great. But just seeing everyone in my family in different stages of life, I think I wanted to emulate kind of where they were. And that really shaped me. But definitely was not an easy child, but I think I got easier as I grew up.
I don't think she knows the story of when I was in her position, but I refused to put on my shoes.
Right, I was just going to tell that story. She was like 2 or 3, it was snowing outside, and she wanted to go out and see the snow. She refused to put on her shoes, and I'm like battling with her, and finally I'm like, you know what? You want to go outside? You've made a decision to do it. Live with the consequences. Go ahead. She went out. She was out there for like 10 seconds, and she's like, my feet are cold. Like,
That's the worst when like your parents are right and you don't want them to be and you like want to prove them wrong.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
the
that.
worst.
I feel that as well.
It's not fun.
Forward a little bit from being a little girl. Tell us about your bat mitzvah. What was the theme?
Oh, okay. I had a really weird bat mitzvah because, again, I had two siblings who already had parties, and I was kind of like, I didn't want the normal route. And my bat mitzvah was like the second one of the year. It was really, really early because I think someone took my date, and I was really
Are you
upset.
old in the grade?
No, I'm late. Like, my birthday's end of May. But someone like took my date, so I had mine in September of 7th grade. So it was very early.
Yeah, very.
I'm older than her.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
older
so
than
you
me.
had it when you were 12.
Yes.
Okay.
I had to like get it. I remember I had to like get it approved or something. But the theme was iCarly, kind of. But we took like I think it was 2 or 3 buses of people to Kalahari, which is a water park, and it was so fun. Like I loved my bat mitzvah. But I remember like I wanted the stereotypical things. Like I had a theme to put on the towels that I gave away.
Gave away towels too?
Yeah, we have literally my downstairs, like where we go, we're like the pool level area. There's like 1,000 iCarly like striped beach towels. I have to bring you one.
Yeah.
Wait, you got towels too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jenna had Jenna's beach bash.
Wait, I did not know this.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was
crazy
a
when you
beach
don't know your
theme.
college friends, like in their previous, like, not life, but
Yeah,
before they went to
in their
college.
chapter. Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, she had Jenna's beach bash in March, and then at the end of March, we went on spring break, and the kids were all going to the beach. And I go, Jenna, why aren't you going to the beach? She's like, I don't really like the beach. But we just did a beach bash. She's like, I like Miami. I like Florida.
Okay.
So like, okay.
Valid point.
It worked.
We're going to the beach soon. Get ready. You'll see us.
She likes the pool better, just so you know.
Wait, same. I don't like do oceans. They're a little scary.
Me same.
I don't do sand.
Actually, I'll do oceans, but like, I'll never, I don't know.
I like a beach umbrella, but I don't like to get in the water.
No, but like the sand, it gets when you're wet. I'll do the sand when I'm dry, but like
Same.
when you're wet and it like sticks to everything, it's like ew.
Not fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
All right, so let me ask you this. I know you're from Michigan. I know you're also a Michigan fan because you went to that football game too.
Yes. 100%.
Okay, so when you decided to go to Indiana, I'm going to ask you a question. Was Indiana your first choice?
Absolutely not. And I actually was just talking about this on the phone with my grandparents today. I wanted to go to Michigan so badly, and I genuinely thought the world split in half the day I did not get in. Like, I was so upset. I remember the day I was deferred, I was at my grandma's house because we had like a half day or something. And so my brother and I went to my grandma's, and I knew it was coming out at 4 p.m. and I got deferred. And I was just like what? Like there was no way. Remember my guidance counselor literally told me I was gonna get in after this. Like he's like, you're fine. Like you just got deferred. Like there's another round. And I was like, okay, like I'm fine. I didn't really think of any other schools. Like I only applied to 3. I applied to Indiana, Michigan, and Michigan State. Like that was it. Like if I was not getting into Michigan, I was going to Indiana, like no choice. I was going there because Kelly also did at the time where if like you had certain scores on your ACT and hit a certain like GPA in high school, you got in. So it was like Michigan or Indiana. And the next round comes around and it was, I think it's like the regular decision round. And I was getting ready to go on my senior spring break to Mexico again, which was crazy now that it's a full circle. But I was sitting there and I got an email from Michigan, and I'm not a person to wait. Like I'm opening it right away, and I didn't get in, and my heart just like dropped. Like you think of going, it sounds corny now that like I'm at a different school, but you think of going to this school for so many years, and my older sister went there, and my family goes to every single football game, and like I'm not as football girly as they are, but like I just loved it. And I had so many friends there and so many friends that were going, and I was just so upset, and I could have never thought like 4 years ago when I did not get in that like I would love Indiana and be this happy and have the friends that I have and be going down the path that I'm going without coming to Indiana. So I genuinely, it was not my choice by any means, but I could not be any more lucky that it was the situation I was put into. Now we get to meet each other. This was the best part.
So in the end, how do you feel about now you're graduating from Kelly?
It's the craziest feeling. I feel like I'm still a freshman and that I have 3 more years of, you just got a
there's
ticket,
my
by the way.
ticket.
I'm so excited, and I like Kelly, I didn't think of really as an option definitely during high school. I remember when I also forgot to mention this, when I didn't get into Michigan, or it was like that waitlist round, my mom took me to Indiana. And like her goal was to make me like fall in love with IU. She pulled out every stop. Like we stayed at the Graduate. We went to every single like different restaurant she could think of. We went and saw my neighbor who was here and he took us around, and I saw my other friends. Like, she just tried to make this the best thing, and I was like, Mom, I hate it. Like, I literally hated the visit. I never was excited to go until I got here, and it's like the most surreal feeling, and the opportunities that I've been given here are amazing. And I think the faculty is so like driven and supportive, and like I know it's such a big school and everyone says that, like, I don't want to go to Indiana or some big Big Ten school because it's so big, but I feel like my experience here has felt so small, and in the best way. Like, I've really found my circles and my people, and I've never felt like the school is too big. If anything, I feel like it's too small sometimes. Like, I feel like
That's true.
Like, we walk around and we're like, we know them. Like
Literally at sports last night, we knew everyone.
Like, you're walking a corner and you can't walk without seeing people you know. So I think that idea that the school is too big, to me, has felt so strange now. And I'm so lucky to have come here and like had the sorority with Jenna and Chabad I'm super involved in. So that's been amazing too. And like, all the different business organizations too have just been so amazing and really helped me grow as a person.
Well, and I think, I mean, as a, somebody looking in, the benefit of going through, like, I think that first semester freshman year, no one really talks about this until you're in it. It's hard. It is hard at IU. There are a lot of unwritten rules that if you are getting into Indiana right now and planning to rush, talk to these girls and know what you can do and can't do, because there's rules, and if you don't play by them, it's
like,
worth
I will
it.
say,
Yeah,
it sucks for the semester, but it does give you really genuine friendships, and it makes you grateful. I think a thing about Indiana is you kind of have to earn everything you're given. So first you have to earn the right to rush, then you have to earn the right to go to the fraternities, then you earn the right to go abroad, then you earn the right to go to the bars. I think when things are just like handed to you, it's great, like it's fine, but like it doesn't teach you how lucky you are to have these experiences when you have them.
Yeah, and I know at other schools, I feel like our friends are like burnt out.
and I think that's true, because I think like, at some schools, kids can use their fake IDs as early as freshman year and they get in, and like you guys, like you said, Jenna, you got to earn the right to go to the bars. And so that's why you know everyone at the bars, because it's mostly seniors. The juniors are abroad. And, it is a really cool evolution of what is set up in the world you guys are in Bloomington. I don't know if it's everyone's experience. I really only know it through your all's eyes. But it's been a really cool experience to kind of watch the doors that open each year at Bloomington, at IU. And that's amazing, and much different than the experience that I had in college, which is more like the experience your brother is having. Okay, so Carly, last summer you guys were both in New York City having fun. We got to see you in New York.
Oh, that was a fun night.
That was fun. That place.
La Picora Bianca, so yum.
So good. So you were in an industry where they hire for the next year. So you found out at the end of the summer you have a job. So how does it feel your whole senior year knowing, like, I've got a job, I'm set, I am moving to New York, I have a plan? How do you feel? Like, how did it feel starting off? You've got no worries about that.
It's crazy. I go back because I got this job my sophomore year, like beginning of second semester sophomore year. So it was like super early, and all you think about the next like year or two, year and a half until you get to the internship is like, oh, I have to do this internship now. And then you get through that and you work really hard for 10 weeks and you come out and you're like, wow, like it all worked out. Like this thing I've been thinking of since sophomore year. And even so, like the clubs and stuff, they all start freshman year. Like I had been working and like practicing and preparing and learning the technicals for this since freshman year. So it's crazy that it all came to that. And I think coming back to school, like it's definitely a weight lifted off my shoulders, but I'm in the weird position where sadly a lot of my friends are going to be in Chicago or other cities. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit of the fresh restart when I get there to kind of find my circles and find my path kind of yet again. But I'm like going back to that beginning of freshman year where like it does all work out and every situation you're put into is definitely like the right place to be. So that's great. But on the other note, senior year as a finance major at IU is so hard, and I don't think I had that expectation, so that has been not so fun, but we definitely make the most of it. We try and hang out all the time. We go out maybe a little too much, but we have our routines down.
Yeah, and I think we also are really good about like setting boundaries when it comes to like work. Like when Carly be like, I'm so stressed out, I have this test, I'm like, okay, we'll do something after. Nothing's ever a big deal when it comes to us making plans because we're literally like 5-minute walk from each other.
Have you ever talked about on the pod how you're the yes friend?
Maybe. I'm Carly's yes friend.
She's the yes friend. Like, if there's anyone that you're like, hey, do you want to do this? Like, yes. Or do you want to like go and do that? Yes. Like, it is the best trait a friend can have. I think about this all the time and I tell it to her face. Like, being a yes friend is something I dream of being. And like, you have made me more of a yes person. I will never be to Jenna's extent because that is like your best quality and best trait that I'm so jealous of. But like, she's always just down to do anything. Like, you're very go with the flow and like willing to do whatever. Like, you have your type A and type B qualities and it's so funny to see them together. But like, whenever I'm like, yesterday I was like, oh, you want to go to dinner after this? Like, sorry, I keep making you spend money. And you're like, no, I don't care. Like, let's go. Like, things like that. Like, you're always just like down to do stuff.
I love that.
Yeah. You're like you're in the best way. It's such a good thing. I'm jealous.
I love that. What else do you guys think makes a good friend?
I think, and having trust with each other. We're someone we can tell each other anything and we know it stays between us.
Oh, 100%. Or I think another big thing is the thing I think of when a good friend is like, what would they say about me in closed doors? If you aren't in the room, like, what would that person say of me? And like, I know Jenna, or like, on my behalf, if anyone asks me about Jenna, it's going to be the most raving thing I could ever say because
same with her.
We have that relationship with each other. And like, there's other people in my life that I wouldn't more so call like a friend. They're like acquaintances that I'm like, I can't 100% say the same. And like, that's kind of how you can pick your inner circle or kind of create that inner circle, is the people that you know would be there for you in hard times or like talk about you so highly in closed doors.
What kind of things do you think you guys will do? I mean, I know Jenna doesn't yet know which city she'll be in, one or the other.
But cross your fingers for New York.
I know. But knowing that you are going to have to start building on the community you're getting there with. I mean, either city she goes to, she'll know people. You know people in New York. But you're going to build on that community. What kinds of things do you think you'll do to make that happen?
Good question.
I think you need to start slow. Mm-hmm. You can't just like, I think that's one of my biggest flaws, that when I came to Indiana, I was like, oh my God, I'm in a friend group. They're my best friends. I can trust them with everything. And then I got stabbed in the back. So like,
I remember it well.
Yeah. Now I have horrible trust issues. Like, and I think that like you have to start slow, like grab dinner, maybe go out, it's not about like having those like big, huge moments. It's about those like bunch of those little small moments that like build up to make a friendship.
Or another thing is, and I think we both love to do this, is like kind of just bringing people together. Yeah. And like when you make one friend or like kind of have that relationship, just trying to bring people together. Like today we're literally going to hang out with me, Jenna, and then my roommate from New York, who's like she's like, Jenna's like my sorority friend, I kind of defined you as, but like my friend Brooke is like my friend from kind of my finance stuff. And so like the fact that in New York we were all together and we could all come together and become friends, I think is a big thing too. And just kind of people combining their circles really slowly, I think is the way post-grad too. Honestly, it will be a lot of trial and error. It's going to be like the freshman year, first semester yet again, where like, maybe it's not the best the first whatever semester and then it gets better. Or like the first 2 weeks are like your honeymoon period that are the best thing ever. And then someone stabs you in the back. You're like, shoot, like I put myself out there and it screwed me over. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of trial and error out there.
That's really cool. I love that. So you guys were talking about like bringing your different groups of friends together. My big sister from AFI, who's also a guest on the pod, Melissa, we call that friend blending. That's our name for that, is friend blending. So friend blend away. It's awesome. Yeah, so it's fun. So when you think back now, I mean, you guys are having so much fun. What's the biggest thing you're going to miss about college?
I think just like being so close to your friends. Like we live like a 5-minute walk from each other. Or we've timed it. But we live so close, and I think even in a big city where like it's still a walking city, you'll never be this close to your friends and on the same schedule. I know like Mel Robbins or whatever her name is, she talks about like the great scattering. I loved this episode of her podcast where like she talks about the great scattering, where the first time you leave school is the first time not everyone has their same breaks. Everyone's on a different schedule. For the past 2 years, I've watched the Dancing with the Stars finale at my house with 3 of my best friends from home. And I'm like, will I even be home on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving now? Like, I don't know. Like, all of those things that I've done for years, like, are kind of out the window. Or, like, winter break, my family's, like, always gone away together. Every single winter break. And I'm like, will I be able to join? Like, am I going to be able to get there? Like, I don't really know. So I think it will be a little bit of an experiment here with that.
Kind of of lose your routine, especially the bar scene here, because it's mostly college seniors now. Like, a lot of college juniors are turning 21, and a lot of them, like a good majority of them, went abroad because IU was just known for sending kids abroad. But for the ones that are here, obviously they're coming to our bars, but it mostly is very senior filled. When we go to the bars in New York, like when we were at the bars in New York this summer, like, we're the youngest people there.
Oh, 100%. Or you have to be like 23 and up. At some place they're 25. You know, can't even get in. It's crazy. Or they call them like the intern bars is the thing in New York too.
I remember seeing those on TikTok because you would see the people who are like, don't go to the intern bars because they're loaded with, and then I would send them to Jenna. I'm like, this is where you need to go. Except when they're in.
Thank you for telling us that. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready for a lightning round?
Yeah.
Carly, you're our first lightning round.
He has no idea. He hasn't seen any of these questions.
Okay.
Wait,
all right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm so
I think the first one is kind of the one that needs the most thought. Okay, you ready? And both of you get to answer. Name three people that you would like to have at your dinner table. They could be celebrities, live, dead, whatever.
You're like more celebrity oriented.
Okay.
They don't have to be celebrities. They could be anybody.
I would say Jake Shane 100%. I love him. Maybe like a Tom Brady moment. I don't know why. That was like the first name that came to my head.
Okay.
And like, what celebrities do I love? I'm trying to think. Or like famous people. Or like Jamie Dimon. Like some like
that's a good one.
Successful business person. Like kind of like all three rounds of like randomness.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like obvious.
Yeah.
That's the obvious one. I would have to say like probably like Jenna from Love Island, because she is just such a well-rounded, confident individual. Love her. And then I feel like I have to say Fernando because I really like.
That was a good one.
Or you know who you said?
Oh my god. I meant to say Jonathan Brady.
Yeah.
My favorite player on the football team. That was, why did I say that? About Jamie Dimon over here. Bring in like this random, he's a wide receiver, but like he's the punt returner. Like he only comes on the field like in a good game when there's a punt return. And I have gotten all my friends to like know who he is. We all scream, or like it's on the field, like we get so excited.
Okay. All right. Favorite place to eat in Bloomington?
I have a couple. Can I say a couple? Okay. Social, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Siam, Da Vinci, and Sakura.
I was gonna say also, I'm gonna say Feta. I like Asuka and Social Cantina. We love going there.
We go there after our nights out sometimes and get like chips and queso.
It's really good.
Have you ever had the spicy margarita? It's delicious.
I'm obsessed with this.
Wait, I need to try. I'm not a margarita person.
It's so good.
I have them.
If you like jalapenos, it's really good.
Okay, maybe I'll try it.
I get the
Jenna hates
strawberry. I don't like
I get the jalapeno one. It's so good. Okay, number one thing you want to do as soon as you land in New York.
Oh my god.
Go shopping.
Okay.
Like, I would say go to Peter Dillon's.
Okay, that's
Your
true.
favorite bar there. It sounds like we go out way too much. I swear we're just overly friendly, and like we just become friends with everyone we come around. So it's more the places have memories of people than like the actual going out effect.
I will say, if I touch down and it's like winter, I want to go to Rockefeller Center and go ice skating. That's always been a dream. Always been a dream. Yeah.
We do that.
Okay.
Yes. That sounds so fun.
All right, when in New York, do you walk or do you subway?
Walk.
Subway.
Okay.
Carly
Subway
will
or...
I like walked from my apartment, like I lived in Murray Hill, and I think I walked all the way to like the West Village and then down all the way to Friday. Like I think I walked the whole like area of like South Manhattan.
No, I'm a walker. Like I enjoy to walk, but like when I am running late to work, I am getting on that subway and.
Same way. I subway to work, or maybe walking distance.
Okay. If you could only pick one sport, football or basketball?
I don't like basketball,
Okay.
honestly.
I don't either.
Well, I like right now, but you know, if I could pick one sport for the rest of my life, it would be ice skating.
What?
Sure.
Okay.
She was a figure skater. Did you not know this?
Are you so excited for the Olympics then?
Yeah, and Peyton's
Yeah, I am too. She quit when she was 10, but still, it's on the resume.
watching it. They're so good.
I do too. I do
They
too.
are really good. I like
Okay, when you're alone in your car, what song do you sing really loudly?
Yours is that Daft Punk song.
Oh my god, Instant Crush by Daft Punk. So good. Or ABBA.
Well, sure. Now, yeah. Jenna?
I've always been an ABBA fan. I would say right now it's Tate McRae. Really,
Which
anything
song?
by her.
The F1 one?
Whatever it's called.
Sports
Just
car,
keep
right?
watching. And I'm trying to see like.
Fate of Ophelia.
No, if I had the new Taylor album, it would be either Wood or The Life of a Showgirl. But my radio station has been crazy right now.
Ooh, or anything Coldplay. They're a good one too.
I'm surprised you didn't say All Too Well, because I have been in the car while we're belting out.
I
Minute
do
version?
love All Too Well, but right now I'm into like a hype moment.
Got it.
I like that.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add to the podcast? This has been really fun and exciting.
I can't imagine. You probably have so much fun doing this This is so fun. I have a question for you, Shane.
Yeah.
Because, and this is for you too, but mostly for your mom. Like the podcast, I know this has been like a passion project for us. We always talk about it, that it's your passion project. And getting into like a stage where you've done a lot of your career, like you're getting to the point where your kids are out of college. How do you kind of find those extra passions and like those enjoyments? Because I feel like I was asked the question a little while ago and it's like, what do you like to do in your free time? Or what hobbies do you have? And I'm like, what, it's not high school anymore. Like, do I play tennis every day and all that? Like, how have you kind of find those like extra hobbies or those passions outside?
Well, I think it's funny. I think most of it comes from a community. So, like, I'm a Peloton junkie, but it's not just, I don't like working out. I mean, let's all be real. I don't enjoy that, but I love being a part of the communities of the teachers. I love Jen Sherman. I love Olivia. I'm obsessed with Olivia. Let's be real. But I feel like I am in that because of the community of people I've met through the people who are also obsessed with those instructors. So that's sort of a hobby, not because I love to do it, but because honestly, I have FOMO. If like Olivia has some big live Taylor Swift class and I'm not there, I'm really irritated about it. And then the podcast, so it kind of like swirling around in my mind. I had no idea about the technology. I heard a podcast yesterday. Oh, my friend Nina was on a podcast and she said she was on Lindsay Pinchuk's podcast. And Lindsay said, what advice would you have for people? And she said, do things before you're ready. Don't wait. Like she said, I could have started my podcast earlier, but I was afraid of like making it perfect. And I feel like that was kind of my thing with the podcast. I didn't understand the technology. It felt way over my head. I talked to 3 different people who advised me on it and I had papers all over my desk and ChatGPT. And I finally was like, I can do this. And then Jenna was like, let's do it together. So that's kind of how it started. But honestly, like in my Lindsay universe of Dear Found Her, there's so many women in there that own businesses, that have podcasts. And I'm like, well, I want to be part of that sort of thing. So, and then there's also like all the Jewish stuff. I'm not a member of a synagogue right now. I don't have that community.
Neither are we at home either.
Yeah, there's just been bureaucracy and stuff. But so like there's 2 conferences coming up that I'm going to, and one of them I'm literally going to because I would have FOMO if I wasn't there, because last year I watched it online and was like, these are all the people I follow on Instagram and I could have been in the room with them. And so I reached out to my friend Jillian, who I also know through Lindsay, and said, do you want to go to this with me? So she's meeting me there. She lives in Maryland. So we're meeting there and both of us are like, we just want to be there because if we're not there, we're going to have FOMO. We want to be part of this community. So I think that's part. And I think as I've gotten older, I'm much more particular about what I'll give my time to. For a long time, I was very involved in their school to the point that both kids were like, get out of my space.
This is very true.
This is my school. Go away. And I'm involved in the local business community of women. That's something I really enjoy. But I'm particular. And I think the other thing, and this would be something I would tell both of you as you continue on making decisions with how you'll spend your time. One thing I'm really working on in my 50s is understanding that the word no is a complete sentence. And if someone asks me to do something and I just know I don't want to do it, I have to say no and I have to stick to that. And then I have to demand respect that I said no. And it's hard because not everybody wants to hear that, but that would be my one tip for both of you.
Because coming from our perspective too, and like being like, I'm speaking for Jenna and myself about like you and my mom, like, when you can look up to your parent that like does these super cool things and kind of goes for it, like it is so cool and so exciting. Like, I love like seeing my mom, like when she would work, my mom's a dentist, so I would like go into her work as a kid and like she would help me with my teeth and all that. It's so cool to be able to look up to, and like you guys don't have unlimited free time. You can't just drop life 24/7 to be doing things for us all the time. Like you're busy people. And I think being able to look up to that is something so impressive, and why we want to go and work hard and go in these different career paths where like we will work hard and be able to do that for our kids one day. So it is very cool to look up to from our perspective and keep seeing you guys do this.
Well, thanks. I love it. And it's fun. And it gives me something that I always get to see Jenna on, which is fun. And it's funny. Somebody asked me just yesterday, what is Jenna's plan? And I said, she's looking into the world of creative marketing, social media, digital marketing, advertising, all of that. And they said, oh, just like you. And I said, no, not like me, because I work with small businesses and multiple businesses. And Jenna's looking to be in-house for a big brand and really take on the everything that comes with that brand. So it is very different. So she's finding her own way, but it's cool that we can at least speak the language because we do understand some of the same technology and methods, but the way she does it is bigger than the way I do it.
Each other stuff too.
It's so funny because my family's all in medicine, so like we're like different. I mean, dentistry.
Right.
Medicine. When I talk about finance stuff, they're like, "What are you talking about?"
That's really funny. I'll tell you a funny story. So, you know, Jenna's dad is a doctor. Yeah. So all those years, I mean, he was in the ER. He was literally bringing people back from the dead. And then he went back and got an MBA, and now he works on the business side of medicine. And at some point, he didn't mean it this way, but his dad said, well, now that you have a real job, we're like, what? You literally can bring people back from the dead. Also a real job. Well, it's good to see you guys. I love hanging out with you.
Good to see you on the weekend.
Did you hear I'm coming up for my birthday for lunch?
Oh yeah, it happened this morning.
This morning. I'm bringing my mom. I'm bringing her up. We're having lunch with Jenna, so come join us for lunch on my birthday.
Wait, you're so cute. And I'm so excited for you and my mom to hang out.
I'm excited to meet your mom, too.
It's going to be really... Wait, this is so iconic because you know my mom, I obviously know your mom, so like, we've never combined that. Or like, the timing has just never worked out.
Never.
Right.
Same weeks.
I feel like we met once, sophomore year, family weekend, but like quickly. Like, yeah, well, we were in the house. We were in your sorority house. I feel like we met, but it was like very quick. So yes. I don't know her.
Now this is like the official like hangout moment.
I'm very excited. And then we'll hang out graduation weekend too, which is going to be...
It's crazy. My sister's getting married the next week too. So my mom and dad are like in and out.
I can't wait to see pictures. I love wedding pictures. So share away.
I will send so many. Don't worry.
All right. You girls go enjoy whatever it is you're doing today. I know it'll be something fun.
Obviously.
We're doing everything before the snow comes, and then we are locked down.
Oh, wait. I would do it during the snow, too. We'll just hang during the snow. We're a 5-minute walk. We'll hang.
Yeah.
I hate the snow. But listen, there was a TikTok that's going around saying, don't walk alone in this kind of cold. Like, why? There are stories of, like, the college kid leaves the other kid, and the one walks home, and, you know, they slip and fall. Something happens. Nobody finds them.
Don't be all alone.
Okay. Yeah, so just be careful, please.
Good to know. That actually is good to have in the back of the mind.
Yeah, so be careful. Everybody watch out for each other. All right, you girls have a good day. I love you both.
Love you.
You're the best, Shane. This is so fun.
Thanks for joining us on the Social Dialogue Podcast. If you liked today's conversation, be sure to leave us a 5-star rating and a review and share it with a friend.
Keep the dialogue going with us on social. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Jenna.
Thanks for listening.